Alright, I'm going off the dome for this video, everybody. Hollow Knight Silksong came out yesterday. Today is my birthday, by the way. Today is my birthday. Happy birthday, me. Hopefully I can get this video out by my birthday, but seeing as this is going to be a short video, I'll explain that in a minute. But yeah, I want to talk about my first impressions of the game because this game's finally out. It's been around 6 years since the game, maybe 7 years as of right now. When the game came out, I was in class, so I didn't really have a good time to play it. By the way, I'm in college, if you didn't know. And so I tried to record it in my college dorm when I came back home. Unfortunately, all of the audio is messed up because not only am I in a new room and it's very echoey in there, and my microphone, I didn't have my stand with me. So I'm gonna try next time with my mic stand, and I'm gonna be sitting in a better spot. And I also didn't have everything set on different audio tracks. So Silksong was super loud the whole time and my voice was pretty low because I wasn't right in front of my mic like I usually am. So the whole thing was a mess. This is why I'm making this video, okay? So I want to talk about Silksong real quick, and I just want to talk about all the things that I remember from my first recording of it. I have already recorded another episode. I'm probably going to be recording like 2 more in the span of this weekend so that I don't have to really play all that much Silksong during the week so I can get work done. The first thing I want to talk about is the art. I should be talking about gameplay first, but this I have to get out of the way. This is probably one of the best looking games I have seen in a long time. Like, I mean, I play Hollow Knight on Switch, so it doesn't really look the best it can look, but I have seen how good it can look on like PC. Even on my Mac, it looks better than on Switch. I'm hoping that the Switch 2 version, which I will be getting, I just want to wait until it has a physical release. But if there's like a collector's edition for Silksong on Switch, I'm buying that immediately, because I love this game, and I love Hollow Knight, but I love Hollow Knight. But the art direction in this game, Ari Gibson is actually a madman, I feel like. I mean, I know he had over 6 years to work on this game, but to be honest with you, the art is stellar. Throughout even just the beginning areas, it's only gonna get better. In the second episode, there's a boss that like is actually crazier than I think anything we've seen in a base Hollow Knight. It's probably the craziest thing that has ever been like animated in anything. It's awesome. I'm not going to spoil what it is because I don't know if everybody's gotten there yet, but I certainly have, and I did that last night and I was going crazy because it looks awesome. But the level design, I have to say, is very good. There's only one area that I haven't liked as of right now, and it's the Hunter's March, I think it's called. And that's only because it requires a lot of the new pogo thing, and I haven't gotten used to this new pogo system yet, and it's been very inconsistent. So that's an issue, you know what I mean? But I have to say, as of right now, I think every area in Silksong that I have been in is better than every area in Hollow Knight as of right now. Even something like Bone Bottom and Moss Grotto is way leagues better than their counterparts in, you know, base Hollow Knight. Let's actually move on to the gameplay, which I have to say, it is fine as of this point. By the time we get to the second episode, when we unlock the dash, which I know spoilers, oh my god, the movement gets opened up tenfold, and I have to say, that's when it gets good. But that's when it gets good in base Hollow Knight too, so it's not that big of a surprise. But it did take way longer to get to the dash on Silksong than I remember it taking to get to the dash in Hollow Knight. But I will say that's because all the enemies are way harder to deal with than in the original. A lot of these enemies are taking like 4 or 5 hits to die. Not only that, some of these enemies are dealing 2 masks per hit just on contact damage, which is crazy to me. Usually it would be 2 hits for big attacks, but nope, enemies are just dealing 2 damage for no reason. I don't know how I feel about that. I also want to talk about some bosses. The Moss Mother, it's Vengefly King. That's all I have to say about that. It's a little bit of a cooler Vengefly King. The 2 bosses I ended up actually fighting, one I don't even think is a boss, and the other was an actual boss. So we'll talk about Bell Beast first, who was an actual boss. I loved it. honestly, it took me a couple of attempts to beat him, I'm pretty sure. Overall, it was a very, like, just well-made fight. I mean, you know, Hollow Knight is known for its well-made fights, so it shouldn't be that big of a surprise. But overall, that fight was very fun. I think the only thing that I personally messed up on, and that's something I can learn for newer playthroughs, is the needle range that you have at the beginning of this game is abysmal, and I still haven't upgraded it as of right now. I have to go and upgrade my nail. Another thing is the silk ability that you get right before fighting Bell Beast. That ability is really cool. I am excited to find out when you can grapple onto walls, because that is a thing you can do. I just don't know when you can do that. It seems like a late game item, I'm not gonna lie, because that seems crazy. But the last guy I ended up fighting was this guy. You can see I spent like 10 minutes on him, 15 minutes it feels like. That was a slap in the face to realize it wasn't a boss. At least to my knowledge, it's not a boss. I'm scared for the rest of this game. And scared I should have been, because there are some enemies that just annoy me and continuously would keep killing me. But if that guy's gonna be showing up throughout the rest of the game just normally, I might be fucked. But that's everything. You know, I think that's everything. I think the only thing I haven't talked about yet is the music. I'm gonna be listening to it on my own once I finish the game. I already own the entire soundtrack on Steam. I bought it with the game because I was like, no way you're getting me to just spend $20 on this game. I'm spending at minimum $25 on the sale. That just feels like a fucking steal to get a sale on this game with the soundtrack. Okay, so that was all of my unfiltered, I just wanted to get it all out there, you know, stuff about Silksong. I wanted to talk about it. I really love this game. I'm probably going to be playing a little bit of it, like, soon. Honestly, right after I'm done recording this and editing everything, I am going to be going straight back into Silksong. But anyway, you know, if you like this video, I got a Garden Warfare 2 video I just uploaded. I don't know how many people like Garden Warfare 2 still. I got a couple videos that aren't going to be Silksong related that I'm going to get out after Silksong, or at least like the main wave of Silksong videos comes out, which is going to be like 3 or 4 videos. Maybe I'll try and push one in between, you know, just depends on how long it takes. I don't know. All right, I'll basically see you in the second episode of Silksong.